Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Before the Hype. I'm starting. I'm in the driving seat. I'm kind of excited.
Love it.
Of course, we're bringing you the latest in fashion and culture. Before the noise.
Before the trends.
And before the hype.
Bam, bam, bam. Wow. It's me, Ricardo. I don't know, you guys always start with like in-house, your
You can say
favourite.
Ricky B though.
Ricky B
I
is
swear
a
that
name
like-
on its own.
You have your own alias.
It's Ricky fucking B.
It's your girl queen.
Dammy.
Damn.
No, I'm joking. It's your boy Dammy. Let's go.
And today, guys, we are talking fashion in TV and films. Something I really want us to kind of shed some light on. We're talking about how the big screen has impacted the way we dress. So get ready. This is about to be a
Big.
movie.
Yeah, get your popcorn.
Get
Get
your
your popcorn,
popcorn,
babe.
guys.
And
It's
since
about to be a
they,
movie.
since they were talking about movies, okay, and we've got our popcorn gathered. I've got a question for you.
Okay, hit it.
So, we know that like outfits are a big thing on the movie screens. Okay, so if you had full access to any TV or movie character's wardrobe,
Yeah.
okay, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good question.
That I
It's a
don't
good
have the answer to
question.
right now. But
I actually don't know, so can
I'm a
somebody
fan.
else?
Okay, do you know what? I'm going to
first.
start, yeah, but do you know
Please.
what? I'm going to start and say, guys, my answer's going to sound very...
Yeah, go.
Nah, do you know why? Because, okay, let me just... Anyone who's watching Power, I'm about to steal Tariq St. Patrick's wardrobe. And that, I don't know, I just feel like the pieces that he wears in the show, there's so many, like... there's so many different pieces. He got the smart suit when he wants to wear the long trench coat, and it's just, you can see that he's been sponsored by a lot of brands, Dior, Prada, Rude, LV, like a lot of brands that I really associate with, but he gets the dope pieces, the pieces you don't just find on the internet. We ain't talking no replicas or copies. I don't know, very original pieces. And for me, I'm also a very like a jacket person, and I think because obviously kind of what he has to do in the show, he's always got some kind of wavy. Guys, just last season, pre Tariq St. Patrick's outfit, the jackets, even Braden, you see the two of them, whoever's basically sponsoring Power, sponsor me. Literally, that's who I would still right now anyways.
Power,
Tariq St. Patrick. I got you.
Okay. I've decided.
Who would you go?
So, as everyone might know on the podcast now, I've got a favourite film to mind that always has my heart.
What's that?
Devil Wears Prada,
Ooh.
always. And Nigel, as we talked about before. Nigel has my heart. Guys, Miranda Priestley.
Yeah.
Oh, she served looks. I want to be able to walk in with her long coats, her Prada, Fendi, Dior, Givenchy, Galliano, Tom Ford. Oh my God, she knew it all.
All the
'Cause
names, right?
She
All
is,
the names.
guys,
All the
she's
big
the
names.
head of Runway magazine, which is basically Vogue. So
Yeah.
let's just take this into real life. It's basically Vogue. She's Anna Wintour. Let me pull up like Anna Wintour every day. Let me sling my bag down and my coat on this like poor intern's desk, and then just get to business.
Get to business, baby. Fashionably.
Full serves. Give me the designers. Screw it. Why not?
Yeah. I do. I kind of see you in them outfits.
It always inspires me to make more clothes. You know,
Ooh.
every time I watch Devil Wears Prada, it's always when I'm in a rut of fashion uni.
Okay.
I watch it. Wow. Duracell batteries, triple bloody A. I start sewing. Immediately after film, I'm like, right, let's get to work.
Yeah.
Roll on. And there we go. Purr, I make some clothes.
Daddy, who you got for us?
So,
He said,
after all, do you know what it is? After all the names that you guys have, pulled out of the hat, spoken about, I'm gonna go with something a bit more businessy. You know what I'm saying? That when I'm walking in, it's no long talking. It's just straight business, innit? Straight business.
It's Wolf of Wall
And that's
Street.
why I was thinking of that, but now
Oh.
I'm gonna be Franklin Saint from Snowfall.
ooh.
Obviously, I like his fits. Obviously, they're from a time during like obviously the crack epidemic, but it's almost like I'll say it was very fitting to the time. You know, you got the polo shirts and you got obviously like the wide fit trousers, and then you can have that with your Chuck Taylors and stuff like that. So I'll literally just have that fit and just be business. No
funny, I
long
can
talking.
actually-
It's
I
a
can
lot
actually see you in it.
of it's a lot of all black because a lot of my outfits I like to wear black in them because you know I'm lazy. I don't want to think about anything else. I just want to think, all black, cool, let's go. It's business. Nothing else, business.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Like, colour matching is a problem, man. And it's not a problem. It's like fun, especially when you know what you're doing. But it's a challenge, especially like I used to love black all the time. So when I wanted to start incorporating colour, what goes with what shoes to wear. So I see why you picked that actually.
Yeah, like one of my favourite outfits that you wore. I don't know if you've seen the most recent episode. Spoiler, if you haven't, I'm going to spoil it, innit? So basically, when Louis was in the warehouse being held for ransom, and obviously the person that's holding for ransom brings Franklin Saint into the warehouse to kill her or to get rid of her. And the outfit that he wore to go see her, he wore like this polo, but it had like but it was like a zip through, so cold, and it had like the lines going down it as well. And then he matched it with a black shirt. I said, "Oh, this is me right here, right? I may as well be on TV, right? This is me right here.
Next week, full pinstripe suit.
I swear down." So yeah, obviously, if you see the episode, watch it. That's
Check
me.
it out.
That's me, baby.
That's dummy. Make sure you guys lock in and let us know which one of our picks from our movies they were all movies. Actually, to be fair, me and Dami's were from a show, and Ricardo's was from a movie, which is not a problem. But let us know which person's outfit you think was the best.
Sorry, I just had a moment, but yeah, because I recently watched Hitch, innit? Yeah. And I think, some of the outfits on there were lit as well. But no, forget that.
Well, Dami wants to obviously clearly change his mind.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to? You good with Snowfall?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
That's me.
Guys, make sure you let us know on our socials which one of us had the best pick of outfit. No, best pick of wardrobe.
Best wardrobe pick.
Best wardrobe pick. Guys, let us know which one of us had the best wardrobe pick. And if all of us had the best wardrobe pick, can you actually see us in the outfits? You guys let us know.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're not just going to leave movies there. We're not parking it. This is a chapter. We're going into the main event, the main theme.
Let's go.
And today's main discussion, we are really talking about what films have had that big cultural moment to change up how we've started dressing. That can be films, that can be TV shows. These kind of things that just suddenly sway how people dress. And for me, I've always got to think, I think Y2K has had that massive moment. I mean, Clueless, have you seen the amount of people who are referencing Clueless as soon as Y2K came flying in on the hot seat and hot screen again, and suddenly everyone's like, I will be Y2K, I want to be a Y2K girly. They look to Clueless.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm actually thinking nowadays, have we got films that kind of go beyond them just being a film? So they're now almost a lookbook. And people actually want to go, I'm going to now reference these looks to be in a trend or to feel that actually that relates to me now.
No, when you said Clueless, when you think about a lot of people, we throw 90s parties, 90s themes party, and people reference where they get their outfits from. So Clueless, like you said, it's a big one for females. I'm trying to think, what other film for guys?
I'll say back in the day, the movie Grease.
Yeah.
So for that era, all the outfits that they were wearing in that movie, a lot of the people that watched it, that grew up in that time, started to replicate, started to copy, and that's when it became its own movement. I'll also say
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, I'll say that as well, from the 90s as well.
Just that kind of baggy jeans, freeness with the hats, new era, that kind of bringing that stuff back. Yeah, baseball caps.
That vibe. I mean, do you think when they create these, because obviously there's no way they create them going, in 20 years time, everyone's going to be referencing these they were the golden shining example of how you should dress. So it's when they're thinking of, how to create a great TV show, how to create a great film, and they dress all these characters, these actors in it, do you think they're thinking about this will hit the moment in decades time, or are they trying to reference that moment now?
What I was just going to say.
What are they trying to do?
Go on.
No, I was just going to say, I feel like they're trying to reference that time, but in the best way possible. When you do see the effort they put into it, it's I don't think they're ever thinking of it being past that moment, but they're trying to highlight the moment they're in at its fullest capacity. So they're going to get the best, say for example, it's a 90s film, the best 90s outfit, the velour, the this, do you know what I mean? All those kind of things to to show you how it would have been or it was, you know, during that time. And I feel like it's because, like I was going to say, fashion kind of always comes back in cycle. Y2K is a big hit right now. People are loving it, but that was 25 years ago. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't think they were thinking of it in that moment, but it's beautiful to see that it does always kind of come back around, and then they're used as a reference. Because then people go back to the movies, you know, to go watch them, relive it, kind of see, you know, I don't know. I like that idea. What do you
Question for you? Oh no, sorry, go.
I think Dami was going to say.
Yeah, so I'll say it's just a pick of the best tastemakers you can say coming together to bring the best product. I'm feeling like Franklin's seat right now. I'm talking a lot, but yeah, literally, it's just that, and it's about. I'll say the mindset that I feel like they go into it is almost picking an outfit of the era that you can feel will be timeless, especially knowing the type of projects you're going into and how much you can mean to whatever culture, you know, you're putting a film out for. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more a sense of that for me personally.
I have a question for you both. So when you said velour tracksuits, okay, I thought Juicy Couture, okay? And then I was trying to think of like the films that I used to watch when I was like a kid, it's like 10, 12, 14 and stuff. And it was actually a lot of the films when you go to cinema and watch them, the characters were like, or like the rich characters or the ones in the spy movies were decked out in like Gucci and like Prada. And that was like, for me, like when I was a kid, actually, that was everything that was being spoken about was Gucci, Prada, Gucci,
Even
Prada,
Italian
Gucci, Prada.
mafias, whenever you would watch Italian mafias, they're always in Gucci.
Yeah.
They love it. Do you know what I mean? Little things like that.
So like, what brands were you seeing in the films you guys were watching when you were kids? Because for me, it has to be Gucci, Prada, Balenciaga. And that was the ones that I always saw.
I saw Gucci and Louis Vuitton a lot of the time.
Right.
Growing up. I saw a lot of Juicy Couture. I don't know, I wouldn't obviously like, I'm just stating brands.
What, in films specifically?
Films, TV shows,
Okay,
like what actually were the, like when you guys were kids, like what were the brands that these films were getting into those
Pink,
shows?
Victoria's Secret.
Really?
Yeah, because you know like when you'd watch those, I used to, you know when you think about Y2K, I used to watch a lot of those reality TV shows with these like, you know, Paris Hilton type of babes.
Yeah.
And they're telling you about their lives and they're always in some Juicy Couture or some pink, you know, the pink like Victoria's Secret, that kind of thing. Those were like those females kind of brands, and then a lot, like I said, a lot of Gucci, Louis Vuitton, but those were more.
I'll say during that time, would you count something like Hollister and Abercrombie and Fitch?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll definitely say those two. I'd also say Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren was a pandemic.
You know,
Wait,
Ralph.
what?
What? I
Was
literally wore Ralph Lauren to the T. There was a
my
tracksuit
God.
that everyone had, like the blue one
Pandemic.
with the yellow horse. I don't know if anyone's. I literally made sure when I went to America.
Listen.
Yeah, I will wear
You
that
don't,
tracksuit next
you
week.
don't
Guys,
know the chokehold that
educate me
Ralph
on this.
Lauren.
What?
Ralph Lauren.
I need to know this.
With the,
Literally.
did you see the one with the big horse and he used to say USPA or something on it?
So
With the-
that was like the first, I'll say, iterations of fast fashion, because you have the USPGA and you have your Polo Club, but it's not actually Ralph Lauren, but it's almost that. So it shows how much of an influence that Ralph Lauren had over everyone that they're now starting to copy.
And was this in films? Like, as in, were they
Yeah.
wearing it in films?
What?
And then everyone wanted together?
It was in the,
Everyone.
it went from the era of the extra baggy where you wear like triple XL clothing,
Like Prince of Bel-Air kind of vibe.
Basically.
all the way down to throughout the 2000s, down to even like, let's say, early 2010s, and then literally it fell off for 2013. It fell off a little, you know what I'm saying?
Don't
But-
say, you know, it was so
but
heartbreaking
during
when
that
it
time-
did. It
During
did
that
actually fall
time,
off.
oh my gosh, you could not go anywhere. Hollister couldn't go anywhere with it. So those are like the main ones that I saw
another
growing
one?
up in it.
Ed Hardy was another
Listen,
one.
if you guys didn't know, I come from Kent in it, so I'm not. So so I say the things that I was around might be slightly different to your experiences, but that's what I saw in it.
So did you guys, like, try and wear the brands that you saw in these films and TV shows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally, yeah.
tried to, I was like a big, like, I don't know if anyone remembers Paul's Boutique.
I remember that.
Oh my god, you see that brand?
So many
I used to
girls in my
literally,
school
like,
used to
my
wear
mum,
it.
I'd be
Oh my
like,
God.
no, I want the jacket, I want the
You know the
bag."
jacket, yeah, with the
with the cuffs and it flipped and it's quilted.
yeah, that's the
Crazy.
word I was looking for. Quilted.
Crazy.
Yeah.
My friend literally wore that the other day as a throwback, and I thought, oh my days, that's the jacket I cried for.
Imagine
You
the-
know, like seriously, you know, little things like it was like an epidemic. There were certain brands that come out and you had to have it. You know, Ralph Lauren for me was one of them, especially because I like the whole kind of baggy. Another one was Ed Hardy. I always wanted an Ed Hardy hoodie or a jumper or a t-shirt. It was crazy. Like, yeah, I feel like there was a lot of... Does anyone remember Creepers? The chunky platform shoes.
My God, get me a Creeper.
It was with the laces and everything. I used to literally ask. I got the original Creepers from that Y2K brand.
What, Rihanna do like a collaboration with Puma on those Creepers?
Yeah, she did.
I remember that.
My mum bought them. Mum bought them in 3 different colours, guys.
What?
Beige, black, and burgundy.
Parents love the platforms, like, you know.
My mum steezing on that. Like, she always
stole
used
my
to...
Creepers.
Those are like archive pieces now. Those are archive pieces
still
now.
have
Like, swear.
Yeah, my mum still has.
And I've never worn, like, there's a brand new box one.
Check that
What?
resale market, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Resale market, yeah. But like from the actual TUK brand, like, I'm just not good at. You see me, guys. I'm not good at this whole resale thing. If I want to take some of my goods and do it,
I don't know how to resell.
I'm not good at it. Like,
hold on to them for too long.
There's Depop. There's literally Depop.
And vintage.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? eBay.
but then you also have to reach a certain target audience who wants them right now.
Trust me.
Like that
you will
mentality.
find
Do you think in 10 years' time we'll see another film which will be like a resurgence where the characters are wearing like creepers or whatever, and then do you see then suddenly it'll be like, oh my God, we want creepers again, we want creepers.
I feel like as a society we've become very numb to like these types of things, so nothing's really a moment anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? Which is why I don't feel like something like that will happen in 10 years, because we would have had so many different things happen so fast, we don't care about it anymore. It would just be lasting for like 2 seconds and then that's it.
Like the length of the film, and then
pretty
it's
much
done.
It'd be more of a nostalgia.
Yeah.
We sit and we watch it, we feel back then and when we used to wear it, but we're not actually going to go buy that piece no more or go look for it. But I'll also say then it depends on the movie and the time that we're in. I feel like we're also very adaptable human beings. We're very easily influenced sometimes. And I just say that because of the world of fashion and how there's so much accessibility to everything. Movies come out all the time, TV films come out all the time, shows, everything. So I don't know. I feel like, say for example, imagine if Snowfall, the whole time they took it back to 2010, they're wearing creepers, Ed Hardy, all these things. Like, and you liked the way they kind of showed that because it reminds you of back then. Would you not feel like now maybe you'd go grab an Ed Hardy piece? Or
I already grabbed one.
You do, but do you see what I'm trying to say?
I already got one.
So it's that kind of idea, like as much as you may not be trying to replicate it, the fact that you love the show, the way they put it together, it's like, you know what, let me go get that and style it. I want to style it for now. That's how I see it as well. Not necessarily trying to take it back all the time, but not thinking that I could style it now because it's outdated.
It's like those, I don't know if you've seen them, those TikToks where like
people trying
well, no, but people try and like style. They'll go, right, I'm styling Scooby-Doo outfits.
Oh yeah.
And they will like style as like Shaggy and like all of this
Velma.
and like and they bring up like all the not like even pieces from like decades ago. They'll just bring up whatever's in their wardrobe. It could be some brown trousers, it could be a white tee. Like anyone can get those, and then they style as
a character,
as those characters, which I love. I mean, if you were to do that, what TV show? Oh, okay. Actually, Scooby-Doo. Go on.
I'm Daphne. Listen,
you're Daphne.
I love it. I love it. Do you know what? It's the little cohorts. Don't you feel like she gives you Clueless vibes?
Yeah,
exactly. That. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that is my like Daphne's whole little with the little silk thing in her hair.
It's all the colour codes.
10 out of 10. That's me, baby. I love Velma though, and I love her individuality, but she's just not a bit of me.
Shouts to Velma. You're not a bit of me, babe.
Shout out to you, Velma.
Dammy, who'd you be?
Yeah, I'll definitely be Shaggy.
I can see it.
I can see it.
Only because I don't know. I feel like it's very fitting to my personality style. Very laid back, very chilled, and you know, sometimes I can be in my own world. Sometimes, so I've been told. I don't know, but yeah, I'll literally pick outfits similar to what he'd wear, man.
He was the OG in cargos. Yeah. Can we just like put it out there?
Yeah.
I think I'd be Fred. You know, with his little like tailored little pieces.
And he has a little bow on his neck. But you know what's so funny? As much as I'd be Daphne, I feel like I'd have Velma's personality.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I just had to put that out there because it's Daphne's style for me, but Velma, I'm a lot more into myself than people think. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I felt like Daphne's really like, yo, it's about me. Fred's my man. Let me tell you, Lord. You know, she's very stern.
Let me tell you how it is.
Yeah, you know, we're not doing this or we're doing this. But like Daphne, I mean, Velma's very like concise. She thinks about what she's gonna do. She's quite quick. She's an analytical person, and I like that about her. That's a bit of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, wait.
I don't know. I was gonna. Can we push any more TV shows? They want any more TV shows.
TV shows that had an impact on. Let's bring it home.
Raven.
Let's bring it home. I like the style there as well.
Raven.
What in CBBC?
Like that's a Raven.
Oh.
Yeah, she
No,
even
I
her style.
The Raven jacket's cold though.
Yeah, I thought of a whole
That's
different
so,
Raven.
you're talking about, let the
Wait,
challenge
we're all
begin.
talking about
I'm
different
talking about the
Ravens,
CBC Raven, man. That guy's like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. His jacket,
No, not that
was
Raven.
so
Oh my
cold.
days. Get me out of here.
Nah, what? Nah, I'd wear that.
What, the
jacket
black
right now.
long? Was it
What?
long? That's why it was
Hard.
long.
And then he had the stop with the hook on it.
yeah, and
Let
he
the
was
challenge
he went to
Nah,
begin,
get
and he
out.
did it down. Like,
Oh,
The
nah.
fact that used to be a show
That's
is
goated.
insane.
Guys,
Goated.
I'm
that
so
was
old.
mad. Like that was like I thought, whoa.
I used to love that
kind
show.
of Dracula vibes. Like if I was gonna go
Yeah.
androgynous,
Goated.
ew, I'd be
Goated.
loud
Yeah.
out for Iceland. Gone.
I would copy that outfit. I can't lie. I'd fuck with that outfit, man.
Would you?
Heavy.
Even the coat.
Heavy.
Where would you wear it though?
I'll say, let's say there was like a gala or something.
A gala?
Yeah, so I'll go to
Oh.
an event like that and then just show out. And then if they were like, oh, you have to dress as a character, I was like, yeah. Do you lot not remember my man from back in the day?
That's a radio. You've got to do the staff thing. Go. Do you not remember? Boom.
Yeah. So I'm doing that whole
challenge.
shit.
They'd be like, "Oh my god, I know it." I like that.
I like that too.
But I'm trying to think, but I'm trying to bring it back home, yeah, like, what UK show really pushed the culture where we was like, right, I want to just like this or I want to do this? Because a lot of it we think about American shows.
Okay.
It's funny you say
I've
that.
got one off the top of my head. It was CBBC show.
Stop, because
After school club or after school club.
Yeah,
Do you remember it? Like
yeah,
it was. I think it was based in like London. They were trying to be. All these kids were going to school in like. May I say in secondary school? I was like, who's wearing drip in secondary school? But like they all had all their different style. Like some had cargos on, some like doing this like dungaree moment. Like some didn't care about their style. Others like just wanted to wear like plain basics.
Yeah.
There was like a mixture because it was a classroom.
Yeah.
I think that was.
Did anyone watch S Club?
Oh, let's go.
What? S Club. I feel like they had some. Sick, like, outfits
band.
in there.
Yeah, they were wavy, man.
Well, yes, but no. But there was a show, wasn't there?
Yeah, like.
Shouts about
they
the
were
show.
so
What was the
cold, man.
fits?
It was more like into the low-rise jeans.
Yeah, it was Y2K vibes once
Very
again, pretty
Y2K
much.
vibes. Very much Y2K vibes.
Another one that comes to mind, yeah, this is probably the last one that comes to mind, I'll say, is Kidulthood and Adulthood.
Yeah, 100%.
That had like,
100%.
I'll say, a lot of people talking about that movie, the whole trilogy, yeah, throughout the whole of my secondary school experience. And I could notice that the way a lot of people dress was similar to the way that everyone was dressed within that show. And it has so much of a shift on what we was doing. You can see it bleeding out into the schools and into your everyday, life. So yeah, it's crazy. So that's one UK show, one UK movie that I'll say had that kind of impact that we've been talking about. So yeah, that was my last contribution. We'll wrap this shit. Wrap it up, then.
We're coming out cosplaying in all the shows forever now.